Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and happy weekend Saturday to you. This is going to be a Raid Shadow Legends video going over everything from the flash offer that pops up in game today. We've actually been getting some decent offers in the shop recently, so we'll grade that pack and talk about everything in that regard, plus the 10x and the Path of Spring event for the Razelvarg Blessing, and everything encompassing Raid as far as the game and the community. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, I have to do these offers when they pop up because I cannot close them or they disappear forever, and then I won't be able to do them in the video for you. So we've got a Golden Week offer here, and this is going to be a $20 pack with a few, so this looks pretty good on the surface because it has a Sacred Shard in it, and Plarium usually charges ridiculous prices for Sacreds. They're about $20 a piece, but we're getting a Sacred plus some other stuff. So I expect this one to grade out decently well. Let's put in we get each shard. So we've got 3 Ancients, and then we have got the 2 Voids and a Sacred, and then a 4-star and a 5-star chicken. Okay, so 1 and 1 and no silver or anything. Put in the 20 and boom, we get a 1.64. So usually I say that anything over a 1.5 is worth considering and is a pretty good pack for anybody that's at least like a mid-tier spender. So this one's like kind of comparable to the monthly pack that you see, that super consistent one they've had in the game for years. This one is decent, not incredible. It's not like a 2.0 or anything like that, but for anybody that's a high spender, this is definitely going to be a purchase. And then anybody who's a mid-tier spender, this would be worth considering, but it's just shards. There's no energy or gems or utility or anything. But I guess especially if you're trying to make sure you get that Razelvarg Blessing, this would be probably like 9,000 points or something towards that. So anyway, 1.64, and it's decent, not amazing. Also, in case some of you don't catch the video every single day that I do here on the channel, there was a new promo code Raid April Fun 23. So make sure you put that in. If you forgot to do it yesterday, a new promo code coming to Raid Shadow Legends in Raid April Fun 23. Okay, so as far as news and stuff going on here for Raid, there really isn't a whole lot. It's the weekend. Plarium, obviously, they function most typically during Monday to Friday. So this weekend is going to be kind of a lull, honestly. There isn't a whole lot of craziness going on. There is the 10x events going on. I've talked about these a couple times. There is Gorget up for grabs. So I expect the high rollers, the big spenders, to be going after your Gorget, but you know the drill so far on the 10x. I don't expect a ton of shards to be pulled this weekend, but obviously the most notable thing going on is the Path of Spring event happening. I did do a dedicated video yesterday here on the channel, and there's an article on the site that I'll try to remember to link to down below, breaking this whole thing down. The too long didn't watch is you're going to need about 96,000 of the eggs here, the egg coins that are up for grabs that you get for this event. You're going to need 96,000 to unlock the Razelvarg Blessing, and it's going to make the most sense for people that are at least in like the upper mid tier of spending, who have a pretty developed account and can grind some of those upper tier dungeons to min-max their points, or people that are pulling shards this weekend for like the Gorget 10x, because the shards are actually a pretty good source of points. And what it ends up being is the best breakdown in terms of efficiency for like pack value cost to clear the event is either doing energy in dungeons or pulling void shards. But one thing that is definitely notable today, now that we've got the Razelvarg Fusion coming to a close and everything's kind of going to hit a lull for a little bit, is that it is the last day for the drop fever on the 3x boosted chance for speed gear, which means you have a 27% drop rate on speed pieces by running the dragon. Right now, it's the last day for that. So if you are going to go hard in the paint, spending energy to complete that Razelvarg Blessing Egg event, today is the day that you want to make sure you grind and spend a bunch of energy in the dragon, so you can at least double dip some speed pieces and be on a good pace, because like the next couple days of the path event, there probably won't be as good of an opportunity as 3x speed sets if you're going to be dumping a bunch of energy to try and get egg coins for that event. And you can kind of tell this if you look at the dragon tournament right here. You see this is a lot more participation than normal. Usually I've been following these tournaments for years, and I've written articles on them and stuff like that, so I'm very in tune to what these usually look like. And usually the participation rate is somewhere between 10 and 20%. But look at this. We have 34% people over 1,000 points. That is an insanely high participation rate for a tournament, and it's because of that egg coin event for Razelvar going on, while also double dipping with the 3x speed. And you're also going to see people like this at 25,000. That is a ton of drag and grinding. They've basically been running it constantly to get that many points, and you'll see the global leaderboard absolutely crazy. You have people up over 100K and tons of people up over 50K as well. So make sure you take advantage of that today. If you're going to spend energy in the dragon going after the dungeons for that egg event, today is the day to make sure you get that done. Other than that, there really isn't a whole lot of noteworthy stuff going on. There's a champion training tournament happening, but you do get points for the Razelvar Blessing event by doing the campaign, but the dungeons are a little bit better for efficiency-wise, and then the classic arena takedown, you know the drill on all of that. And then under the events, the literal only thing going on is that Heroes Path of Spring event for the Razelvar Blessing. But also kind of worth noting that the Forge Pass only has a couple days left on it, so you want to make sure you're checking out your weekly challenges and getting those 1 or 2 ones that are super specific and need specific parameters to get them done. Now let's go over the shop. Now I do also maybe want to do a dedicated video breaking down, because this might be like a 5 or 6 minute conversation talking about the egg coins and their cost versus what you would have to spend in terms of energy converting that into egg coins, and doing a full breakdown. I may do that after I record this video. I might release this later today, talking about these egg coins and the cost, because I feel like that deserves more than like a 30-second discussion for the context of like this daily wrap-up video. So okay, we've got some energy packs. Let's go ahead and plug them in. Here we go. Let's navigate on over to tools, offer, calculator. Okay, so we've got, let's do the big one. So we've got $20, and it's going to be 13 energy refills, boom, and then 200 multi-battles, boom, and then 2,200 energy. Alrighty, bang. Yeah, 0.83. So this one, not really going to be cutting it, and you can tell by the purchase limit of 3 that it's not going to be that great. We know the drill here. This is a pretty standard special void pack. Really only makes sense for the high spenders that are always looking to scoop up void shards. For low to medium spenders, that won't cut it. The mini mix, we plugged this in yesterday. These are over a 3.0 on the offer calculator. So if you are any sort of spender in any capacity in Raid Shadow Legends, the mini mix pack for 101% extra is a pack you definitely want to buy. So if you're anything above free to play, this is one of the best packs you're going to see in game. Regular pack, okay. Pack string for Ancients, 20 for 30. Yep, not going to be a good one there. And the Immortal set. Okay, so really the only thing notable in the shop is going to be these egg coins. I'll do a dedicated breakdown here on the channel. And then the mini mixes of 101% extra. And then there was that lightning offer as well. That was decent at a 1.64, but nothing super amazing. The 101% mini mix pack is definitely better. It's like almost twice as good. And also the dust has settled a little bit on the balance changes for Gomlock and Nagdar. I also realized when I was typing this out, I said this in the comment section of this, but I realized that ever since he got released, I've been calling him Nodgar. I've been switching the D and the G, calling him Nodgar. And when I typed it out and kind of checked him in game, I was like, oh, all of this time, the G comes first, and it's Nagdar. So apologies on that. I've been doing his name improperly for all of this time. But anyway, it looks like that the community, shout out to the 3,000 of you that voted over on the community tab of the polling that we do here on the channel. But we got 81% that are more excited for Nagdar's changes versus Gomlock, as they have been buffed recently with Plarium's most recent iteration of balance changes. So yeah, pretty simple daily wrap-up video. Really not a whole ton of craziness going on outside of that Path of Spring event. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content, because I'm going to get to work comparing the egg coin offers, and I will get you a detailed breakdown on how they compare to the pack values in game, and if you're spending energy or shards and all of that to get after egg coins if you're going for the Razelvar blessing. And then we'll also at some point I'm going to break down the best blessing to choose for Razelvar if you are going down the path to get the reward for that event. And I'll also probably host a poll on the channel, because I'm curious how many of you are dedicated and interested in getting after acquiring the egg coins to try and go for that Razelvar blessing. I predict it's going to be somewhere around like 5 to 10% of you that are really going to be dedicated to completing that event. But anyway, I appreciate all of you. Have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.